Hi, this is Nicole Smith Woodard with eXp Realty. Today we're going to talk about the 4 reasons why the end of this forbearance program is not going to cause a wave of foreclosures in our market. Number 1, fewer households are in trouble than they were back during the recession. Everyone's concerned. Is this a bubble? Is it going to be like it was back in the 2007-2008 window? Again, all reasons would suggest no, but specifically as it relates to the end of the forbearance program, during the recession, 9.3 million households gave their homes back to the bank, whether through foreclosure or a short sale. When the stay-at-home orders began, the experts predicted that as many as 30% of homeowners would take advantage of this program, but as it turned out, only 8.5% of homeowners did take advantage of it, and currently that number sits at 3.5% of homeowners. Which leads us to number 2, which is our homeowners now have significantly more equity in their homes because we didn't have the 100% financing options that we did that pre-recession, and so people have equity in their homes. In fact, 87% of those who took advantage of the forbearance program have at least 10% equity in their home, which means they could still sell their home and absorb the cost to do so before they would have to even consider giving it back to the bank. There absolutely will be foreclosures during this year, just like there are every year, but the experts indicate that the numbers they predict this year will be very consistent with the number of foreclosures we've seen over each of the last 3 years. Number 3 reason why this is not going to cause a wave of foreclosure. Y'all, we have no inventory. So back in the recession, again, there was a 9-month supply of inventory. So whenever someone did try to put their home on the market, there was virtually no chance of it selling. Whereas now, nationally, there's a 3-month supply of inventory, but in the Metroplex, there's a 3-week supply of inventory. So any home that comes on the market is fair game and will quickly snatch it up. Buyers will pay top dollar. And so we don't have to worry again about absorbing the inventory that might come on the market due to financial distress by the owners. And fourth and finally, the powers that be, those that can control things here in our country, are doing everything in their power to prevent this from being a wave of foreclosures. Most specifically, the White House put out a fact sheet within the last few weeks. One of the biggest benefits to homeowners who've had to take advantage of this forbearance program is for those that can resume paying their payments, whatever those payments were pre-pandemic, then they're shooting for requiring those loan servicers to put those missed payments in lump sum at the end of the mortgage so they don't have to bring those current in order to stay in compliance with their mortgage. So overall, y'all, we are in a great place. Whether in the housing market altogether, I'm just speechless. It's so good. But again, rest assured, the end of the forbearance program is not going to cause a wave of foreclosures. If you have any questions, as always, about this market, the dynamics that impacts the value of your home, if you'd like to take a look at any home in the market, or if you just have some questions, I'd love to visit with you about that. I appreciate the opportunity to be your residential real estate resource.